Hey friends, we're out here in our cabin today. This is actually the master bedroom. Again, small but efficient. You can see we have a great mattress that we've had to sleep on the floor with over the last few nights. It's time to change that with a bed frame. Now we picked out a nice wrought iron one. It's gonna match the aesthetic that we want for the cabin here. We're gonna give you a thorough look over and then give our review. Now the bed will arrive in a box that looks like this. You do have to assemble it, but it's not that hard. We're gonna unbox everything, I'll build it up, and I'll let you know if we run into any issues that are a little tricky. So here's all the parts unboxed. You can see everything is individually wrapped just to protect from scratching. We also have a bag of hardware here to put everything together, and then some instructions to make it easy. Now, when you unwrap these pieces, you can see that they are clearly labeled. This is E, obviously, and then we have F, it's this main bar. So it's nice, again, you can kind of have things labeled so you can grab things in association with the instructions. Okay, first tip, they give you this little wrench, and we are tightening down these kind of bolts on the frame. You're supposed to hold one end with this wrench, and then use the Allen wrench for the other side to tighten down these little nuts. This is really hard to use. I've got a little number 10 ratchet that I stick on this edge and ratchet down while I'm holding with that Allen key. That just makes things so much faster. Here's another tip, don't over tighten these. You can see the metal actually will bend in if you tighten them too much. Another quick tip, friends, as you're on this assembly piece for the leg, make sure all of the holes are on the underside. When you are, again, making the square of the frame, make sure all the holes to bolt into are on the underside. That can get a little bit complicated. I made the mistake of having them on the upper side when I was putting things together. The instructions are not that clear. You really have to pay attention. Okay, here are the results. We've got the bed frame all put together. This took a couple hours for me to do. I had a podcast on. I was following the instructions. They're not super clear, but they are designed well enough where I could get it pretty much figured out without any problems. So definitely set aside a little bit of time to do this. This isn't something you're gonna throw together in 20, 30 minutes. Now our floor is very level, but I did have to use this little adjuster down here to make sure things were properly kind of squared off and weren't wobbling. They only gave me one of those little adjusters in the package. So again, this isn't really super, I would say, level as you're putting everything together. Definitely use some adjusters, especially if your floor is slightly off. Okay, and we got the mattress on now. Fits this queen really, really nicely. You can see the edges line up just about perfectly. No box spring needed because we do have a really thick mattress. And again, you can see the headboard out there. Over on this side, again, lines up nicely with the end of the bed as well. No major gaps. And yeah, it really does fit these modern mattresses really well. All right, let's go ahead and do the fall test to make sure it doesn't wobble around. Not too bad. So definitely functional. It's not moving around on me as I kind of bounce around, not making a lot of noise. I think it's going to pass the test for being one of those beds that's going to be fairly silent and not making a lot of creaking noises and those kind of things as you move around. So what are my overall impressions? Well, don't expect a super high quality piece of furniture. Now, this is definitely a budget-friendly option that you can find on Amazon. It's got a decent look to it. I mean, we really do like this wrought iron in our cabin. Just gives a really nice aesthetic to our room. You can see it matches the lamps that we have over here. And overall, it looks fairly decent. I think it's definitely functional, but again, the quality is a little bit lacking, which is to be expected for that budget price that you're getting this bed for. So who's it gonna be for? Well, for us in our cabin, maybe an Airbnb property or a student, this is going to be perfect. Something that is, again, very budget friendly and that they can set up. So there you go, friends. That is the Mistmo wrought iron bed frame. You can grab it right here on Amazon. We'll put some links in the description box below if you'd like to pick it up there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We got a bunch more of these product review videos to help you make a better decision with your buying. Take care. We'll see you again on the next one.